New playable species for Star Wars The Old Republic would be really awesome, and that is exactly why I made a video about that exact topic last week. So if you missed that and you're interested in it, it is in the info card. And in the comments of the mentioned video, Scootaloopy drew my attention onto a mod for Star Wars The Old Republic. As you might have guessed by now, this mod adds 12 new playable species, or kind of playable species, into Star Wars The Old Republic. So today I'm going to show you what the mod really does and how it works, and I will also give you a quick and short tutorial for the installation and what you need to do to make this thing running. So to add to that, a big thank you to Scootaloopy for bringing this to my attention. His channel is linked in the description down below, and also note that this is not my mod. The creators are also credited below in the description, where you also find all links you need. So first and also most important is that the mod is from a developer that does not belong to BioWare. So to use it is completely your own risk. There is also the possibility of a ban, though it is very unlikely because it only alters the game for you, and it is nothing that would go as far as a hack or a cheat, because it does nothing really then change the game for you in a visual way, and it is nothing you really have a personal advantage. Though the risk is there, I wanted to mention that before, so I don't stand here like, oh yeah, that's completely fine, use it. You can use it in my opinion, but it's a gray area. With that out of the way, what does the so-called head mod do? Well, as I said, it lets you play as one of those 12 species, though it is only the head region that is changed. So if you want some cool fins on your arms as a Mon Calamari, that is not what you get. But it is not really necessary, because all the heads have different and fitting animations, like blinking, angry face and stuff like that. And if you play a species that wears a mask, the voice is also altered. And the next question I can hear the voices again asking, how does that whole thing work? Well, the great part is that you can change which species you are while you are playing, because you only need to equip a certain helmet. That means that you need to buy a helmet that already exists in the game, because this specific helmet is altered to look like the species you want to play. So first you need to buy that helmet from a vendor or the GTN before you can play as the species you want to play as. And the description down below is also a list with all the species and the helmets you need to buy for the specific species. And for your information, you can use the outfit designer to put the helmet in there, so you don't really need to use it as a gear piece. Maybe now you also want to play with this awesome mod. So how do you do that? The truth is, it is a bit complicated, and it took me 7 goddamn hours to get it running. But do not worry, because I learned a lot in those godly hours. I can tell you what you need to do exactly, and if something does not happen as it should happen, I can tell you the fix for that. And this is exactly what I'm going to do now. If you're more interested in the written guides from the creators of the mods, then there are the links down below in the description, and you can just read those things and do that for your own. But if you have a problem, you can go back and maybe my solution helps you. First of all, you need to change your launcher to a non-bitraider launcher. To do that, you just need to find the launcher.settings file that is located in your Star Wars The Old Republic folder. In that file, you need to change this BR to SSN and also bitraider disabled from false to true, and then save that whole file again and you can close it. After that, start your launcher, and this will lead to a full new download of the game. So I hope your internet is fast enough that it will not take weeks or months for the new download to finish. While it is maybe still downloading, or you're just finished your download, you need to install Slicers GUI. Maybe you ask now why? Well, this helps to put the mod into the game, because the game is not intended to run mods, and this helps you that the mods work. basically. If you have some trouble by downloading the whole Slicers GUI, there's also a link in the description for a really awesome written guide that helped me a lot, and just take a look at that, and I think after that you're pretty much good and set up that it should run as intended. So if you installed the program and you started the first time, this window will pop up. Here for resource folder, you need to pick a folder that you can freely choose or create, because the resource folder will hold the apps files, preferences, hash list for known game objects, etc. So just create a new folder if you don't have one that you want to use on a disk with some space on it. For the assets folder, you just need to go into the files of Star Wars: The Old Republic and look for this folder and then choose it. And for the output folder, you also just need to create your own new folder, use one you just want to use on a disk with some space on it. If you're planning to use other mods than the heads mod, use a disk that has a lot of space on it, because some mods are really big. Sometimes they need to rewrite the whole game and it can go up to 100 gigabytes. So take care of that. After that, you can just click proceed in the bottom right, and if that does not work, as it did for me like 10 times, just try and run the program as an administrator. That should fix the problem, and if I would have known that way earlier, I did not waste an hour. If you did that correctly and not as dumb as I did, a new window should appear, and on that new window you should click File Changer, that is beneath Utility, and in the new window that will now pop up, you need to click on Load Mod in the bottom left corner. If you click that, you need to look for your mod folder that you need to download first and then unpack into another folder of your choosing. Then click on the file you want to load. After that, click on Change Files and wait. Now the bar should go yellow and after that green, and in the log from the first window you should see mod loaded correctly. If that is the case, everything went right and you should be able to use the mod as you want. Notice that you need to redo that for every single file, so for every single species you want to use in the game. But maybe you are as lucky as me and it did not work. What fixed the problem for me is just deleting like everything. I first deleted all mod files, then the GUI slicer, and then the complete game and its folders. I just deleted everything. Then first reinstall the game, then proceed by making the launcher a non-bitraider launcher again. After that, install the GUI and then download the mod. That worked for me. I hope it will work for you if you have the same problem, that just nothing happens when you click on change files, because that was the big problem I had for a long time. But maybe you have other things that worked for you and that fixed for you the problem, so share that in the comments down below. We are all happy, so everyone can play this awesome mod. Yeah, and thank you a lot for the creators of the mod, because I play Star Wars: The Old Republic since the release, with some breaks in between, but it is pretty nice to have some fresh new things to play with in the game, and I'm really stunned how good the mod is in my opinion, and that it worked so well for me after I got it running. And I hope you also liked the video. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this awesome mod in my opinion, and maybe if you already tested it, and also let me know for which MMORPG you want to see more videos, or maybe for what in Star Wars: The Old Republic you want to see more videos. Thank you all again. I wish you all an awesome day. I hope that you're happy, because that is the most important thing. I like you whoever you are. May the force be with you, and leb wohl!